Karen here. I have a lot to talk about. Yes, I was away for a long time. Didn't do any shows. Couldn't really put together a show at that moment. But now I have a reason to do a show. Remember, surely in the past, or always, some of the news media says bad things about people. Media can adjust the person's abilities, ideas, thoughts to the way they want it to be done, on a matter of question. So the people, they would be negative towards President Trump. And he's trying to do his best. From the first day he was at politics as a running mate, running for president, well, someone should have guided him and helped him a little bit. But he changed. As each day passes and each day you see him, he became understanding how a president should behave and act. That was President Biden. Very professional, serious, helping people, making them people lift up and cheer him on, loving what all he does for us. And that's what we want out of a president. Someone who looks at everything before he makes a decision. And as past time, he's getting older, as we know. So hopefully he gets a nice retirement when his career is done. President Trump, well, he was mistreated even more recently since he became president, finding out what exactly he's going to do. Change the Gulf of Mexico to America.
Gulf of America.
Gulf of America. That's my husband giving me notes. And it worked. That's making us stronger. What the other countries couldn't match that. He put many tariffs out there on even the favorite country. He went and increased the tariffs. But he went to the meetings for him to decide if he's going to go to prison or not. And if you really think about it, I think we realized there wasn't really anyone available to do the kind of work that President Trump was about to do. We all sensed that it's going to be a tough time to have people say bad things about him. He needed to be helped and guided by a politician. Well, maybe in this situation, a businessman does a good job of leading us into our future. Don't worry, people. President Trump is not the Antichrist. Because the Antichrist, what we perceive as the Antichrist, doesn't exist. So, today I saw they did a news program. He was sitting at a big table, and all his people that help him were sitting around the table. Big table. 15 people, 20 people. Big table. And he went with each of his staff, each person to say their name and say a few words to President Trump. And they all had something great to say. People, I watched the whole thing. He was superb. Nothing negative at all. He spoke up for us. He was like a saint talking to us. He had such good words, and his staff had better words than that. President Trump looked to him as who he is. What convinced me that he was a good person is when he was actually there with his cabinet, and each person described what they do. Another thing, remember we saw Elon Musk walking with his son on his shoulders? Not anymore. He does not do that. That is no place for a child. Also, Elon Musk was sitting down at the table. He was calm, and he spoke like a leader should speak. Proud of him, making the necessary changes requested by President Trump. I think President Trump's going to end up being at the will be at the presidency hopefully for a very long time. Other countries are working with him now. He made tariffs really high, reduced them, and the people are starting to realize we're getting more money. Even the other countries. Where's that money come from? Heaven. Those people with lost their jobs, I'd like to see what's going on in California, the results of the fire. How we could get everyone together all over the place and get them into a house. Not a house, but a camper and maybe a small, and what's that, motor vehicle. It's big machines that you could live in for traveling around the country. We could do that for them. Make it even better. Put down some grass seeds so we could have items growing, especially the grass. I'm going to say this. Hurrah for President Trump. I salute you. After today, I got to watch this impressive meeting. I'm going to find a way. He and I are going to work hard together to find a way I could join in with them to bring peace to our country and others. I think President Trump has that capability, and I want to be a part of it. Help me get there to the White House. I want to know what I have to do, but I definitely want to work with the Trump team to better myself, to better the country. The others are starting to listen. Did you notice the environment? Do you feel a lifting up higher? Do you feel it lifting higher? And know what? When the time comes, those people could come back. It isn't definite for them to stay away from our country. We have rules. I'm sure these people are told to get documents. It's not President Trump's concern or fault that they do not have their papers. They know what they're supposed to do. This country is going to be a way for people to enter somewhat. We'll work on that when I'm with President Trump, letting the people come in, and they can reunite with their family. And they have to fill out forms. Prove their identification. Get your papers. If you already haven't, get them now. Immediately. Because we do want you a part of America. But you have to have the right papers. You have to have the right demeanor. We want Americans. We want everyone, no matter the background or who they are, to work and help us in this country. Let them live here. But you have to go through the process, like everybody else, to get documents to get back into our country. From there, there'll be an entranceway so that people could be like a little bit like what they were doing in Texas. But we'll make it better. We won't. I'm strongly against separating families. So we'll make arrangements to stop that. But once we get all these people out of our country, we'll work with them, and bring them back to our country. They're going to do well. And people who cannot adjust the way of life to American way will help you find a different country to live in. Hurrah for President Trump. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are our president, and I'm proud to be an American. Thank you.